the independents firmly believe in term limits. And I've got a quote in one of my videos, and the idea is basically this. If some state sends a representative or a senator to D.C., and that person cannot address their issue in 2 terms, well, guess what? That issue is probably not addressable at this point in time in history. So, but what's actually happening is as soon as an elected official comes to D.C., especially the House and the Senate, they immediately try to entrench themselves so they can turn a 1 or 2 year a term into a lifetime career. Joe Biden's been in D.C. for more than 40 years. He's a president. He was the vice president. He was a senator. And in that 40-year history, we can say that he has been a failed politician. Currently, he's bought by the Chinese. He's disastrous for American security. He's a disastrous for the American economy. So that's kind of the issue on term limits. If we don't put term limits in place, we're going to wind up with people chasing careers. And when we have people chasing careers, Pelosi, Schumer, McConnell, then we wind up getting a legislative process that cannot solve problems. Because all of a sudden it's about these people keeping that paycheck and those congressional benefits. So it's a huge problem. In terms of the stalemate, the polarization, and the downright entrenchment of folks on Capitol Hill, it's perfect for the independents. 85% of American voters hate both the Democrats and the Republicans. And the problem is, for an independent, it's really about getting the word out. It's really about marketing and letting the American people know that we have a very pragmatic and viable platform. We have lots of people on our team that will make a huge difference. But it's no easy task meeting 340 million people. I mean, that in itself is what the campaign is all about. So on the one hand, the opportunity is ripe. It has not been this good since the time of George Washington. I mean, in terms of for an independence party and independence candidate. But there's still a lot of work that must be done. And no one person can do it by themselves. So the Independence Party and our candidacy, we need supporters. We need people in the middle to involve themselves with the campaign, with the issues, and get out and help us turn the page in American history. So if one were doing this, 20 years ago, it probably wouldn't have been the best move in the world. But right now, with so much disgusting unhappiness with the current political parties and the stalemates in Washington, D.C., and the bigger issues that threaten our very country, now's the time. Now is absolutely the perfect time.